no difference.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Ravens going up against the Cowboys. With that, let's go out to AT&T Stadium in Dallas. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's carry number one for Kenneth Dixon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Morris Claiborne makes the play defensively. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
On second down, it's Dixon, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. And now the defense for Dallas.
Randy Gregory entered the league with people excited about his pass rushing skills. They continue to stay excited about his potential.
Flacco throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Let's go a little in-depth on Dixon. He had his moments this year, but the results were mixed. And John Harbaugh, he has said we still need another back. So where does he fit into the picture?
Well, I think he fits squarely into the middle of things because in recent years, the Ravens, who are used to having one back be the guy, they've actually gone to more of a stable. They've gone to kind of, running back by committee. So I think that that's where he fits in because he can catch the ball really well out of the backfield, and you don't want to limit that by getting him beat up running the ball inside all the time.
And that is incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down. Fake to Allen. Here's Flacco. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
They do snap it. Flacco now. And he finds his man, Kamar Aiken. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On first down, they go with Dixon. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Flacco here on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sits being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. This now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And now here come the Cowboys. They come up in an offset eye. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 60 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Moore now on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do? Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball. Third and long for Joe Flacco.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter play. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll start the drive with Dixon, fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Flacco. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Randy Gregory in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Flacco looks to throw. And he finds his man, Kamar Aiken. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
On 1st down, Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
A dump off for Dixon. Powers over it.
Just fed him his pads, didn't he?
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Dixon on the give from Flacco. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Right back to Dixon. 23 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Play action. Flacco. Forced out to his left. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Mike Wallace, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Prescott to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Calling it. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 1 yard to go here on third down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he slides to avoid the hit. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Second down, Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Here's Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to break up 4th. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Well, welcome back to the Elite Flyers Club, Mike Wallace, in 2016. Back over 1,000 yards catching the ball. We always knew he could run, Brandon. But this year, I thought he really improved route running and making some more difficult contested catches.
And now Steve Smith gone, and Mike Wallace will be 31 when next season starts, but a lot more weight on his shoulders.
He'll still be able to run. That won't be the problem. But at 31, he'll also understand how to be craftier in what he does and make some of those difficult catches a little easier for himself.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see.
Terrence Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, 75 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Moore now on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Flacco. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage.
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Flacco here on 2nd down. Being chased out left. His throw caught right around the 6. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
On 1st and goal, Dixon. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Jalen Smith out of Notre Dame. Partner, that's got to be one of the best stories in the NFL, seeing him out on the field.
Yeah, it really is. That injury that he had during the bowl game against Ohio State, boy, that hurt his draft stock. So nice to see him out there.
I had him rated as the top player in his class in 2016 before his injury. He ends up going in the second round, and now he's starting to make the plays we expected to see.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Flacco looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Joe Flacco, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. But Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. To throw is Prescott. Complete to Bryant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
Let's go! Flex round!
Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Ohio! Come on, let's go!
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, 43 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time.
All alone, Kamar Aiken. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kamar Aiken, 75 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it
and the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Elvis Dumerville charging hard for that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. Prescott now on second down. And this one's incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target, and it's third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Prescott off the play fake to McFadden. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that brings up fourth down.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
Campanaro on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On second down, Flacco to throw. Catch left side here by Aiken. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And hauled in by Pitta. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go, fourth down, fourth quarter. Flacco to the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Passing play. Flacco. Oh, no, he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Play action. Flacco. He's got time in the pocket, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. He's back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Drops it underneath to Dixon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And this seemingly endless drive continues. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to keep it again. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, It's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And quickly, they get to the line. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
Prescott. Throw right side, complete to Williams. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Setting to throw, Flacco. Finding time. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They go play action here on 1st down. And some room to roam now. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, there's 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends. They're usually big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Prescott on 4th down. Man open left side, it's Williams. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
So now it's Flacco's turn to fire here in the extra session. And that is incomplete. Kenneth Dixon, the running back, the intended target. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. Baltimore is going to go here. It's Flacco. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And out now come the Cowboys. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more?
That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.